What's up, YouTube? Check this out. My dad just picked this one up from IAA salvage auction. He bought it sight unseen. I'm telling you guys, this is the reason you get out there and look at them. This is the guy that taught me everything I know. He's a lot smarter than me. He knows a lot of the little secrets and tips and tricks, and still got them. He bought it sight unseen for 500 bucks. These guys at these auctions are professional picture takers. You know, they're here, they take pictures of the damage, but they don't take pictures of the damage. They get paid to take these pictures because they're very good at it. This thing was a buy it now for 500 bucks. Got it home. Look at this frame rail, guys. I mean, it's bent. He showed me he bought it the other day before it got home. And I mean, the whole front end shifted over. The engine's hanging inside here. This motor mount's broken. He was showing me pictures of it, and he's like, check this out, man, 500 bucks. It looks straight. It doesn't look like it was hit too hard. And I'll keep saying, he's a lot smarter than I am. He's the one that taught me everything I know. And no matter how good we get at this stuff, we are still going to get bitten every now and again. You know, that gamble of like, oh man, it's 500 bucks. This thing's gonna make me money. He's still gonna make money after towing and everything, getting it here. He's in it for 900 bucks. He could sell this thing for 1,500 bucks. That's a good run-in. You know, it just got pushed over a lot more. This right here, this frame rail, I mean, it's completely pushed over and tweaked, bent. And then this frame rail here, because it's connected with a crash bar to this one, it got pushed. You can see it back down in here if I can get a good picture of it. It's pushed over quite a bit too. It's on a big angle this way. So the whole front clip's pushed over. Motor mount's broken. It's leaking fluid out of one of the CV shafts. Still a good parts car. It's still gonna make money. But this is why I stress, we gotta get out there, you gotta look at them, because walking around this car would have seen this and said, yeah, no, that's too much, you know, that's a lot of work. I am surprised though, this is plastic and it did not crack or break. I mean, you can see the paint chipped off it, but I don't know if you can bend this plastic back, but that's salvageable, honestly. And then, you know, all your coolers, it's toast. But it's a 2012 Focus, and I was actually, mirror shot. Somehow, I don't know what they did to the door here. Window's broken. Door still opens. I was actually thinking about buying this for my son. He's about to have his license. And these cars look sweet when they're slammed. And it's white. That's the color I want to get them. Put some black tint on them lights. Bring it down a little bit. That's a sweet looking car. It is a SEL. It's not an RS or an ST, but you know, still, that's a sweet little Focus. But yeah, he get a deal? He did, you know. He's not going to make the money he wanted to off of it. And he did say the other day, you know, if it's worse than it is, I'm just going to get it home, get the title, and sell it the way it is, make my money and run. But overall, it does have over 100,000 miles on it. It's a 2012. It smells really good in here. It was definitely a girl's car. But both, yeah, none of the seat airbags went off, which is weird because it got hit on the side of the front. Both bags up front are blown. It's got some weird stuff happening on the dash. Maybe that's just the screensaver. Huh. And it's one of the dashes where you have to buy the whole dashboard. So it's not just a, you know, one little section where you can replace that. Parts are laying all over inside the car. But this is how you get them, you know. He never even went out there. He won it on auction, sent him some money online, and then had it brought home, and this is how it got to his driveway. So it's, overall, it's a sweet little car. I'd love to buy it for my son. You know, it's a safe car. My guess is it'll be in this garage for about 3 weeks. till that title comes. Look at this door, guys. How did that happen? Like, what? Did they pry on it, maybe? They couldn't get the door? I don't know. I don't see that actually happening from the accident. Yeah, how did that? Because it was hit right here. It was, you know, boom, right there, slid off this way, bent that frame rail. But yeah, Copart, IAA. IAA I actually like better than Copart because it's 99% all insurance companies. Like IAA or Copart around here, the only insurance company I really see using the Copart in Ionia is State Farm. But IAA, you have State Farm, you have Farmers, you have Allstate, you have all the insurance companies. And you don't have, I guess you do have a couple dealers in there trying to run through some of their bad cars, but predominantly you don't have to worry about people trying to scam you. They are all actually insurance cars, which is what I like. And I'm about to show you, I'm figuring out how I'm going to do this Copart series right now. I want to do a 3-part series all about Copart and how to use it, the ins and outs, you know, the hacks of Copart. But yeah, guys, when you're looking online and they look sweet and it's just a great deal, beware, especially if you see buy it now. If it's a buy it now, you know that it's pretty hit. You know, these insurance companies know, all right, we got to get rid of this one because I don't see a lot of people wanting to buy this. So they'll put a low buy it now on it just to get rid of it instead of it going, you know, for $350 at auction or whatever. That's why they do buy it now, is just to basically tempt you into buying it, you know. Because I swear, when he showed me the pictures online, sorry about the wind, it literally, here, let me shut this hood. It literally did not look like the whole front was shifted 3 inches over. Watch out for the professional picture takers. It was a picture like this, and then there was a picture like this. You know, like now you can see with the shadows, that whole front fender is tweaked over. You can see the shadowing. It's pushed. But look at it. It's a sweet looking car. I'm going to put a picture in of what I wanted to do with it if I bought it for steel right here. These things are sweet, man. They're the new VW Golf, and they sound awesome with a pipe on them. But yes, guys, beware. Get out there and look at them. I'll be at Copart Monday walking around. I'm going to do a walk around with some of the cars I pick. I'm going to go through the list just like I would if I was buying, and I'm going to pick a couple cars, and I'll show you my strategy for how I do it. When I go out there, I have a complete list of the cars. I write down my expectations. I write down the most I'd pay for it. And if I'm in the auction and it's going and it hits that number, well, that's a lie. If it hits that number, I generally stop right there because the thrill of the auction will take over, and then you're all of a sudden in competition mode and you're trying to beat this other person that's bidding. And I'm not gonna lie, I have kept bidding before, 1 or 2, 3 more bids just to, you know, I've never won them, thank God, because it's totally against everything I believe, you know, about bidding. I believe you look at the car, you get your first initial number, this is the most I'd pay for this car, go out there, look at them, assess the damage, try to hear them run, look at everything it needs, decide, okay, is it worse or better than it looks? What would I actually pay for this now? Write that number down. If it's $950 and you're bidding on it and it gets to $950 and someone else bids, stop, because your gut already told you what that car's worth, what you should get into it for, before you had any emotion involved. Once you enter auction, emotions are everything. You're feeling the adrenaline, you're feeling the competition, you're feeling all of the things. So yeah, that's going to be all my Copart series. I'm going to go into depth with all that. But I wanted to show you this car that, you know, even though I know what I know and I can, you know, pretty much get around the auctions pretty well and hold my own, and I have enough knowledge to really do what I'm doing because I grew up with my dad teaching me it, watching it all my life, you know. I've seen some serious wins and I've seen some serious fails, and you know, me doing it, I've encountered some serious wins and I've encountered some serious fails. But this is the thing, guys, no matter how seasoned you are, no matter what veteran you are, you're going to do this yourself. He's not even fazed by it. He's done this a lot longer than me. I'd have my hands on my head thinking, what did I do, you know? Let me open this hood. But, I mean, I came here yesterday while he was at work just to look at it and see it. And as soon as I looked in this headlight hole and saw that frame rail right there, I was like, oh, good Lord. And then pop the hood, and this motor mount's just hanging here. The whole motor mount is just toast. It's broken. It's supposed to be connected to this thing right here, and it's not. Which, literally, it's only a couple. You take this tank off, couple bolts, buy a motor mount, boom, it's fixed. It's not a big deal. Could this be fixed? Yes. Take all this off. You got your frame rail there. You heat it up, hook some chains around it, hook it to your hitch on your truck or your car or whatever, and just start pulling in the angle you need to pull. Like, I would start out pulling out this way, and then I'd start moving that way. Get this thing straight. This thing, I mean, it's not crinkled, it's just complete, it's bent from back here. Now, let me zoom in on this. Right there. You see that frame rail on the fender wall? Or not the fender wall. You see that frame rail on the firewall? See how that crack is split right there? That's because that frame rail all the way from back there is toast. It's so bent over that it started back there. That whole frame rail's toast. Which, yes, you could pull it over and just run a nice new weld all the way around that. Is it right? I mean, if I were buying this car for my son and I knew we were keeping it and I wasn't flipping it, yes, I would just pull that over and weld it, because honestly, a lot of the stuff you do on this car, if you're welding, is going to be stronger than factory. Most are just pinch welds, or, you know, a solid weld all the way around that would be stronger than whatever they did at the factory, honestly. But it's probably not the right way. This thing is, it's pretty bad. And see, he'll buy stuff that's salvage. I will not buy a salvage car. He does, you know, because he's gone down and rebuilt titles before, and he's familiar with that. I've just never done it, and I've bought cars with salvage titles before. In Michigan, they call them orange titles, and I've never had good luck selling them. I mean, you can. It takes a really certain person, you know. It takes a person that knows cars and knows, yeah, it was hit before. They looked it over, and it was repaired right. But it's still got an orange title, so 80% of the population says, oh my God, salvage title, that thing's a death trap. Even though the repairs probably made it stronger than it was from factory. You know, it takes a certain person. But I really wanted to show you guys this, that this is what you will encounter if you're buying from Copart or IAA, and this is definitely what you'll encounter if you buy sight unseen. It's inevitable. It's a gamble, but man, it can really pay off, but it can really kick you too. So it's the thrill. Like, the highs are high, the lows are low. I'll say it over and over. The thrill of the auction and buying something and getting it cheap and knowing it's worth 8 times more than what you paid just makes you happy. But yeah, I'd like to get in and start it for you guys, but when they dropped it off the other day, it started spewing stuff all up in their driveway, and my dad's a freak about getting stuff, any stains on his driveway. Anytime I change my oil over here, he's on me. He don't like it spills. But so yeah, and then my mom said, because she was one of the ones that was here while the guy actually dropped it off. My dad was at work, and they backed it into the garage. She said she put it in park and it still wanted to roll. So I haven't looked underneath this thing. I haven't done anything with it, but I'm assuming maybe if it was parked when it got hit and it got hit on this angle here and pushed back, it could have broke the parking gear inside the tranny. It's unlikely, but if it's still rolling in park, that's, you know, that could have happened. Otherwise, it is leaking from the CV shaft or the axle. Maybe somehow or another both of them are disconnected, which I highly doubt. I can't really see down in there to know, but all I know is this thing definitely should not roll in park. And you know, my mom's not real knowledgeable about cars. Maybe it just rolled a little bit and she thought it rolled more, but this thing definitely needs to be looked into. Get out there and look at them, guys. Anybody that walked around this car and looked at it would have thought twice about buying it. If you had another one that was hitting the rear and needed rear end parts, you know, perfect candidate. You need doors, but yeah, he'll still make money. He'll make, you know, $500-600 off it. It's, you know, it's extra money. So it is going to sit here for 2 weeks because it's an insurance car and it came from an auction, but it is what it is. Either way, I got with the winner of our giveaway. I'm waiting for him to send me an address. We're going to be shipping that out, and I'm thinking maybe I want to do like a small giveaway every week, even if it's just a little bottle of 3M polishing compound or brushes for detailing or interior cleaner, just something, you know, even if it's a $5 bottle, but do a giveaway every week. I don't know. Like the video if you like that idea. Comment, let me know what you think. But it wouldn't be too expensive, and it'd be fun to just give back to you guys. You know what I mean? And I'll go through the comments maybe and just pick an uplifting comment or a positive comment, and I'll send it out to you guys. You know what I mean? But I just feel like that would be awesome, that nobody else out there is doing, you know, like a giveaway every week. So if they do start doing it, you tell them it came from here, guys. But I'm really thinking about doing it, and I just feel like it would be really awesome. And I feel like it would spread the name of the channel faster. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to show you this video and warn you, because you're watching my videos and you know, maybe you've never been to Copart, or maybe now you're looking into Copart, and I don't want you to get burned because I showed you this and yeah, you know, like you got burned because I showed you this. You didn't know everything just yet, and you went out and bought something, and now you're stuck with a paperweight. I just want to show you this is what happens. This can happen. This probably will happen to you if you start buying from Copart and IAA regularly. You know, like I said, it happened to my dad, and yeah, he's a guru compared to me. He's taught me everything. I still call him for advice. But on that note, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate your support, your love. Please remember, subscribe if you like the videos, like the videos. Maybe you want to share the videos, you know, if you know someone that wants to get into Copart or flipping cars, show them the channel, you know. Either way, I love you guys. You're awesome. And thank you for watching.